Everybody. Look, we don't want nobody coming on with us. Oh, good morning. Good morning. At 196 on TikTok right now. What's up, TikTok? Y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be a good show today. Good show today. So we about to do this. Hey, y'all gotta check out my boy Chosen. Tell him how to spell your name. All platforms, look him up. The boy is phenomenal. He can sing with behind off. What's up, my baby? I'm telling you, watch them jeans. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Table Talk Morning Show with Lyric and Chosen. Yes, and we are here today, and we're here for 2 hours today, y'all. So we about to talk about some things.
Yeah, we in here with y'all today.
What's one of them subjects we talking about today, babe?
All right, so one of the subjects we're gonna talk about is sharing your location with your significant other. How about that? We're gonna talk about that.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Lyric, she proposed. We talk about sex trafficking.
Yeah, we're gonna talk with that. I think that's
a big deal.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
Yeah. And what else did we say? We said we're gonna talk about it's on my notes. You know, that's terrible.
Yeah, your sex trafficking.
Good morning. I'm gonna tell you.
The sharing your location. We're gonna elaborate a little bit about the Katt Williams thing. You know, that's one of them things too. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit. And when do you put family first?
Yeah, so, and putting family first.
When do you put family first? You know, we got to keep a balance of the seriousness and then the fun. Yes. We got to make it fun for y'all. But then we're going to
when to put family first. We're going to talk about sex trafficking. We're going to elaborate a little bit more on Katt Williams because I think he deserves that. And we're going to talk about, do you give your location to your significant other?
Yeah, your nay. You know what I'm saying? It's two different sides to that coin. But don't forget, everybody that's in on my live, I got the number pinned, so if y'all want to call up and talk with us a little bit, and give us your 2 cents,
absolutely, of
the topics that we talk about today. But we're gonna have some fun, man. We here with y'all for 2 hours, so y'all, you know what I'm saying.
Good morning, good morning.
Yes, sir.
So,
all right, let's get it cracking.
Let's start with you, babe.
All right, so it's it's been a lot of things going on the internet. People start talking about in your relationships, people start talking about sharing your location. I want to know what y'all think about sharing your location. What do y'all think? Do y'all think it's more pros? Do y'all think it's more cons? When do y'all usually do that?
I want to ask you this.
All right.
When I think of sharing your location, I think of a safety issue. I'm not thinking of sharing your location because he's jealous or because he's insecure. Sharing my location is for a safety issue. I'm not going to share my location because you're insecure. Now.
Yep.
And let me tell you that number again for those on TikTok. 832
560
2885. 2885. 832-560-2885. Y'all call in and give us your opinion. Come on now. I got a lot of TikTokers out there online right now. Call in and tell us what y'all think about that. Because I mean, I'm serious. I want to know how people think, and gentlemen, please, our men, I really want to hear from y'all. What reason would you have your girl or your wife or your significant other send their location?
2335.
Mm-hmm. No, it's 2885, right?
832-560-2885.
He said not the claps though. Yep, he got all of them, girl.
What happened?
So I need y'all to call in so that you guys can. Shelly, call in because I know, honey, you've been married a long time and y'all have a marriage above marriages. So at what point is it okay, yay or nay, for your significant other to have your location? And why would he have your location? Call in 832. I got it pinned on the screen. 832 560 2885.
Yep. I agree with that. Um, for safety purposes, you want to make sure she get to the house safe. You want to make sure that when a phone off, something happened with the phones,
Mhm.
last known whereabouts,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So yeah, I get that.
But what about the stalkers?
Now that's the problem. but it should. But a lot of people like to say, "Oh yeah, you got to watch who you talking to and know who you about to, who you involved with before you do that."
And
That's
when
true,
you
but
mentioned this morning talking about that, that's how come I came up with the sex trafficking. These young ladies with these phones, all my kids have my location. All
mhm,
my kids. So when I'm going somewhere, if I say I'm 10 minutes, they will be like, "Ma, you not no 10 minutes away. I'm looking at your location now." But
so
they will know where I'm at.
hmm
And what about those? What are those little Apple things called that keep your location?
all them
Tags.
air
Yeah.
tags,
And I
yeah,
think those air tags are very important. Everybody should own an air tag.
yeah.
Everybody.
But it'd be a whole lot of people like sharing your locations. Sharing your location is a double edged sword.
Okay.
Because like I said, it's good and it's bad. It just depends on the type of individual that you are. You know what I mean? So I say,
Okay. Good morning.
so y'all tell me something like, when do y'all think is a good time to share your location? Because when you get involved with somebody, y'all go through the butterfly season, the honeymoon phase of season, and then you start wanting to share a lot more, with people in the first beginning of y'all relationship with your significant other. You start talking about all that serious stuff and all that, and you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. How to
If I was dating somebody and we had just started dating and he
Yeah.
was like, "Babe, share your location with me while you gone," I'm gonna take it as he's concerned about my well being.
Right.
Because if I feel some type of way, he not gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel that you trying to be a creep or you trying to stalk me, or you might just pop up, we're not gonna do that.
Right. So
Either
it's
you're
like,
gonna trust. I believe trust is really big in a relationship,
oh yeah.
and I don't think I should have to prove to you, in a sense, by giving you my location, what I'm doing and where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm that one, and I gotta watch what I'm saying. I forget I'm on the morning show. I am that one that if I'm doing something, you're gonna know it anyway because I'm gonna tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At
Right.
this point, I don't have no man. I don't want no man. If I'm kicking it, we kicking it. If I'm kicking it with more than one person, we kicking it. You gonna know about everybody. Gonna know about everybody, and nobody gets an opinion
Yeah, okay.
because you already gonna know what it is when we start. Period.
Yeah, it should be like that.
You know.
Up front. Up front. This is
And the
what it
first
is.
time you pop up on me, it's a wrap. Don't knock on my door. And then see, most guys don't even know where I live.
Y'all heard it straight from Lyric. Y'all heard it.
Do not pop up on me because we're gonna have a problem.
So I think for the safety thing, yeah, it's cool. It gives you a sense of security. It you know, it almost kind of like locks you in, make you feel safe.
Yeah,
So
I think so.
what y'all
So-
think? What y'all think?
So what if you have several friends and you share your location with all of
That's
them?
on you, man. Like
I
that's
am not
on
the
you.
only one, ladies.
It
Wait a minute,
depends
ladies,
on-
don't leave me out here by myself. I am not the only one.
It depends.
If you ain't got no man and you
Person
got
that
several
you-
friends, but several friends. I didn't say y'all intimate or nothing, but these are
Yeah.
all your friends, But I got
Mhm.
mostly male friends.
Yeah. I mean,
You
it
got
just- it
female
just
friends that are
depends.
cool with you?
Yeah, I got like 3 real good female.
Do they
friends,
share their location
30.
with you when they go on places?
Nah,
You ever thought about that?
not really. But I'm old school. Before all this share your location stuff became a thing, it was like we had so we come from the era of pages and
I remember that.
pages and payphones, dog. So Yeah, pages and payphones.
But let me ask you
So
this.
it's
So,
like, so we come from the era of call me the moment you get there.
okay, but we're out of that era
So
now.
we out of that era. So I don't really share. I don't share my location with like my top three
Hmm.
because we wasn't in that era. It's like,
Okay.
so but like with my significant other, yeah,
But I'm saying your top three, your homegirls, your best friends,
yeah,
if they were going somewhere and you called them and they didn't answer, do you worry?
not really.
Okay.
But this just me because I don't really worry a lot. Now, if I
Okay.
know your routine,
Okay.
if I know your routine and you kind of like break routine, and I'm like, wait, normally they don't normally do that.
Hmm.
So it'll raise an eyebrow concern, not so much as worry, but just an eyebrow concern. And it's like if I don't hear from them at this amount of time,
Yeah.
at this point in time,
Yeah.
then I need to try to build, let me, because I know them, let me go
But that
pop
would be
up
a
and
good
figure
time to
out.
be like, look,
Yeah,
just share your location so I know you good. You know,
right.
even with my homegirls, I can count on probably four
No,
fingers
we don't
who
share
I'm close
location.
with. But some of my homegirls, if they're going somewhere and I'm not going, I would be like, hey, share your location so I know you good. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
So Malcolm said we got what comment we got? What is that?
Arsenio is just saying
Oh,
good
what's up,
morning.
Good
Arsenio? Good
morning,
morning, man.
Arsenio. And the reason I say that is because the sex trafficking is going to come in once we talk about this, and
What's up, E?
sharing your location and people knowing that you good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what about your? You got all boys, right?
Yeah, both
What?
boys.
How old are your sons?
18 and 15.
Oh my God, they've grown up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remember when they were little.
Mm-hmm.
But do you share your have them share their location? See, my kids have to share their location because I got boys, so
Now you
I
gotta remember though, I don't my boys don't live with me.
exactly.
So
But I'm
it's
saying
like,
the reason I say that is with my 17-year-old, when he goes someplace, he has a horrible habit of calling when you get there, calling when you're leaving. Share me your location, then I know where you at.
what's up, E?
You know?
Yeah. I mean, we live in a society now where everything is at your fingertips. Like security is at your fingertips. What's up?
Okay.
What
She
we got?
says, I agree with everything you're saying completely. She says, my kids nosy enough, so all my husband has to do is ask his kids. Wait a minute. Ask his kids. My husband and I usually know where one another are at all times. She says, them boys won't share their location because
I'm gonna
it's a
get into
different
that.
world for our black sons.
Yeah, it is, dog. It is.
Yeah.
It's when you get into men and women, you know, it's a difference for both. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So like um us as men, more authoritative, depending on the type of man you are, more authoritative. And I think I seen this real where the lady stopped sharing. She played a prank on her dude, so she stopped sharing the location with him. And he came up first thing he's like, "What happened? You stopped sharing your location?" So he started asking. He said, "I need to know where you at. Yeah, something happened to you. I'm on site." Okay, I got a couple.
Good
Hold on,
morning,
let me
y'all.
get
Good
it. All right,
morning.
so Endo, what's up, man? So
Good
Endo says
morning.
share locations will have y'all arguing for nothing.
And that's true. He's
That was
right
one of
though.
that was one of the other sides of that I was gonna get
But
to,
that's
but he
that
brought
stalker
it.
thing though.
Yeah, that's that stalker thing. How y'all arguing? So where was you at 5:01 p.m.? You get off work at 4:30. It's 5:01.
How long it take him to get home?
How long? Yeah. So you had that, and so that'll bring up some stuff like, yeah, you normally Starbucks, huh? Which Starbucks you went to? It'll have you doing that stuff. Okay,
That's
Melissa.
stalker.
Okay, Melissa, she went back. So when we was talking about sharing your location with your kids, she said, her kids, they share locations as you should. You know what I'm saying? Your kids to know where they are majority of the time. Majority, because you ain't gonna know where nobody at 100% of the time.
But you know what's sad though is with well, I guess Black Lives Matter and the things that went on with the police killing our black men and our sons.
Mm-hmm.
I started having my sons share their location because I was afraid for my sons to go out the door.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
You know?
I get it. And she also said, in a relationship, I just don't find it necessary. So you don't find it necessary to share your location in a relationship. Yeah, like I said, that's to each their own. But
Yeah.
when you get with somebody and you want to throw everything out there, I'm good, you good. There's no reason for me not to do it. I'm not doing nothing. You got your chest out. I'm a good man. She a good woman or whatever. I don't see why not. So they wind up doing it. Like I said, it be in that honeymoon phase where y'all just vibing it. Sometimes you might move a little too fast, give a little too much access, and then you start doing that.
My honeymoon phase, my husband was a narcissist. So it didn't even matter. I would go, let me tell you, I would go out every 15 minutes. What you doing? What you doing?
It's ridiculous.
Asked Lisa, every 15 minutes, this man was calling my phone. Yeah. Now, when he went out, only time I started calling him was if it was 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, you ain't made it home and you ain't called. Yeah. Then I'm worried because I know you drinking and driving.
Yeah.
Now I share my location if I'm out, because I go out by myself a lot, which probably isn't safe.
No, it ain't.
But I share my location for that reason. I'm gonna stick one of them air tags somewhere in that car, but can't nobody find it.
But
so you can find my car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But she so she said she tried to call. We got Felicia Chantel. God is feed in the feed, man. What's good?
She tried to
call again because I know I had the number up here. The number was wrong at first, so I had a 2 instead of a 3 at first. So 832-560-3885.
835.
Yeah.
88. I don't know why.
832-560-2885. 832-560-2885. Y'all call in.
Arsenio is saying, wow. Call in and tell us what you're saying wow about, my man.
Yes, please call in.
Thank you for tuning in to Table Talk Radio Show on Real Talk 100 Radio, y'all. We want y'all to tune in every Monday and Thursday morning.
Let me try this.
From 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., everybody. This is the flyer. These are your show hosts right here on the screen. Tune in, and have lots of conversation like we're having right now about relationships, about entertainment news, about today. It's going to be about sex trafficking and keeping yourself safe, as you hear right now. We're talking about sharing your location to protect yourself. So let's get back to the show with Chosen on the left and Lyric on the right. We're live right now on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok.
Eric says trust and loyalty plus communication. There's no need when in a relationship. Like I said, that I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. I agree with that too. It's like it's no need whenever you got the trust and the loyalty, all that. And sometimes people start like if you in one of them relationships with something, if y'all in one of them Jody and Yvette's.
He said Jody.
If y'all in one of them Jody and Yvette relationships, or like y'all done been through some hurdles, and the trust is broken in your relationship.
Wait. Who is Jody and Yvette?
You know who Jody and Yvette is, dog. You ever watch Baby Boy?
Over-sexualized?
Over-sexualized? They meant to say over-sexualized.
In an over-sexualized society, all about capitalism, people snatched individuals off the street and shipped them. Oh God, let me see. And ship them. Hold on.
Try it again. Just try it again.
Across.
I put the number
off to the ship. Let me do that again. People snatched individuals off of the street and shipped them across the country and to different countries. Just like prisons have to have a quota of prisoners to do a lot of industrial work. Sex and trafficking is fulfilling the rich and powerful, from athletes to politicians. Communicate constantly with those you love. I agree, absolutely. I absolutely agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we have. She said I did. It keep going to voicemail. She said it keeps sending her straight to voicemail when she called. So the topics today, we talking about sex trafficking. We talking about sharing your location with your significant other. So on Monday, we started talking about the Katt Williams interview. Yeah. So we're gonna elaborate a little bit on that. Then we're gonna get into.
It's ringing.
Go ahead and answer it.
It's ringing.
Okay, it's ringing. I don't know.
83. There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Good
All right,
morning.
good
Good
morning.
morning. Who's calling?
Felicia Chantel.
Goddess Fee.
How you doing? How you doing this morning?
Chilling, man. What's going on?
I'm doing great. I was trying to chime into the conversation on Facebook, but I was like, man, I gotta say this because I don't like texting.
That's cool. I told you to keep on calling, to keep on trying, don't give up, folks. Yeah,
Well, I kept on putting the 3 instead of a 2, so
yeah,
that helped.
yeah.
So quick question: what? Not saying that I don't know what the topic is, but can you refresh my memory on what the topic is this
All right,
morning?
so right now, we talking about, you know, the whole sharing your location with your significant other. That's what we talking about right now. But the other topic is, when do you put family first? The sex trafficking, and we're gonna elaborate a little bit about KATT Williams. But I think what might have caught your ear was about the sharing your location.
Yeah. For me personally, I don't mind sharing my location because of that I'm a woman and I need to make sure that I'm safe at all times, especially at night.
Yes.
Because if something happens to me, somebody needs to know where I'm at.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's my only reason. Now, other than that, if he's trying to just keep tabs on me, nah, it ain't gonna work. Please.
I agree.
Exactly. For real. That go for men and women too, because you
You got stalker women.
some of these women,
Oh,
they,
yeah.
like I'm telling y'all, it's the Yvette and Jody thing. If y'all seen Baby Boy, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Yvette and Jody, like,
I don't know who that is.
yo, you ain't
Well,
Baby Boy.
Yvette didn't have a.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Yvette didn't have a track on his phone though. She should have, but she didn't.
Didn't need to. She had a car. That was the tracker. She could get in that car, and she could be like, wait a minute, where this came from? And like I said, you know, we came from the era where it was pages and payphones. We knew.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to track us with the pages because my pages stay blowing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you got 69, you already know what that means.
69. Yep. Like, what? Exactly. We had our methods, so you still kind of knew or had an idea where you could tell they were where they're supposed to be. You could kind of tell from there. You know what I mean? So even without the knowledge that we got today.
Yeah, agree. I absolutely agree. So, I mean, sharing your location is pros and cons to it. You know, and it depends on if you know your mate. You know, you have to know the person you're with, and sometimes it takes us a minute to know that. You know, we meet somebody and they're charming and all of this, and then next thing you know, they turn into the devil.
They're crazy, deranged. Yeah.
You know, because I've met them. I've met them where they were just the sweetest person when I met them, and then I'm like, "Who are you? Can you please bring your alternate back, please?
Bring your representative back."
I ain't gonna lie. If someone has to track my phone because they want to keep tabs on me, that means that's not the person for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd rather let go.
Yeah, you kind of gotta do a little bit. You know, you definitely gotta do your research on people and check out their body language, check out their habits, all of that and stuff that they say.
Yeah, I don't like being questioned anyway. Don't ask me where I've been. Don't ask me where I'm going. So don't ask. You know, I'm that person. I'm not gonna ask you. So don't ask me where I've been and don't ask me where I'm going.
Yeah, I think that's
because as a woman, if you're my man, I'm gonna tell you. Right. You know, oh baby, I'm going here, or baby, I'm on my way back. I've been such and such. But let me do that. Don't. You know what I'm saying?
Let it flow.
Either you're gonna trust me or you're not, because you can't stop me from doing anything I want to do.
What'd you say, Malcolm?
And I don't mind. I don't mind letting my significant other know where I'm going, where I've been. It's the questioning thereafter that tees me off. Like,
like after I tell you where I've been at, like you still question me. Like, are you sure? Like,
are you sure? Yes, ma'am.
That's what gets. Oh, I'm not even on the screen. Sorry. They can't hear me if I'm not on the screen. So I'll repeat what I said. I don't mind answering my significant other where I've been and where I'm going, but don't interrogate me like, well, what time are you gonna get there? What time are you leaving? Who are you with? Hey man, hey, I'm going with my homeboys. That should be enough. don't question me like you the CIA or the FBI.
I don't know if that's gonna help.
Don't do
Phil.
that. Don't do that.
Yeah, man. Like what you just said correlates to knowing who you dealing with.
Right.
You know,
Because if you dealing with a serial cheater, I'm sorry, if your story don't match up, I ain't gonna lie, I do ask
you
questions.
said a
That's-
serial
Something don't add up.
cheater.
You talking about your homeboys on your homeboys at home.
Serial cheater, dog. Yeah. But
She said serial cheater.
You have to do two things: know who it is you're talking to, and then set them boundaries and enforce them bad boys. That's
Got it. Please hold on. Please hold on just a minute, okay?
Okay.
Welcome to Table Talk Radio. Please hold.
Okay.
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 Got it.
Right.
Got it. So you still there?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah. So like it's two things. Like you gotta know who you're dealing with, and then set boundaries and enforce them bad boys. Like
Yeah.
that's how you that's a good way of handling those issues whenever you come into issues with sharing your location.
Yeah. And I would really love to have somebody call it that's an actual narcissist so they can explain why it's okay.
And on that subject, Arsenio said earlier, he was saying, wow, because of Lyric, what you had to go through with your narcissistic person. He was saying, he was talking about you.
Yeah. My husband popped up at my job. He was sit at the bar. Guys would come in and I'm smiling because that's what I'm doing. I'm doing customer service.
She's not lying. I was there.
And I'm smiling and greeting customers and be like, don't, that's my wife. Don't talk to my. I was like, oh my God. I said, you got to go. You got to go. Get out. You got to go. And don't come back. I'd have to put him out. You got to go.
You got to stop it right there.
I told him, this is my place of business. This is where I work. This is how I pay my bills. You got to go. Yeah, he was a piece of work.
Well, Goddess Fee, I appreciate your call. And,
yes, thank you.
You got to let me know when you have another showcase so I can come out there and kick it with you and do my.
Well, like right now we're taking a little bit of a break. We're underneath reconstruction.
Hey, ain't no
That's for reconstruction.
Yeah.
But when we get back in tune with stuff, then yes, most definitely I'll be calling you.
That's a bet.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you calling in, sweetie.
All right.
All right.
All right. I will go back to the other caller. Hopefully he's still there. Hello, caller. Are you still on the line?
Yeah.
All right. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with this morning?
Anonymous Williams.
What's up, bro?
Anonymous Williams. What's up? Chosen?
What's good with
What's
you,
up,
man?
dude?
I already know who this is.
Look, man, let me jump on this location discussion.
I'll be laughing. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Hey, look, you they got stuff that's already in place, and you feel like somebody that's in danger, right? They haven't been contacting you. They got stuff in place at the police station where you can call. They can ping that phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't have to know what somebody is 24 hours a day, man.
No, you don't.
You know what I mean?
But
that's just my thing. Like,
go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You still there?
Did we drop it?
Yeah.
He there. All right.
What is the
Yeah, I'm
social
still
media
here.
called with the yellow thing? What is it called?
Chit chat.
But can't
Snapchat.
Snapchat you follow people on there? Isn't if you have them on there, can't you go on there and see where they are?
I don't use Snapchat.
I think you
So
can.
I don't know.
Because with Snapchat, everybody that I have accepted, I can go look on my map and see where they're located.
Right. But see, that's the thing, right? So the whole thing is the only reason why I'm tracking your location because I feel like something happened.
Okay.
Not because I want to know where you at, right?
Okay.
Like let's get that understood.
Hey, baby.
Like who cares about where you at? You supposed to be where you say it, right? So other than that, if something is danger, right? If something is danger, then you can call a police station and can ping that IP address on your phone. You don't have to go through all that. A person that want to do all that, something ain't right. Something ain't lining up right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that too. Like I said, it's two sides to every coin, and that right. But see, so for somebody that doesn't know the whole like the information you just gave about pinging the phone. Somebody that don't know that, yeah, they probably the first thing they gonna do is say what we just said. I'm gonna track your location. Something happened, then I'm gonna do whatever I feel
that
I
might
need
be
to
a
within
front
there.
too, though.
It could be a front. Yeah. So yeah,
And then you got those dudes out there and women, right?
Mhm.
That's gonna go catch another phone. You're gonna catch that phone, and they'll give you the location of that phone. They'll drop that phone where they say they're gonna be at. They dip off somewhere else. Like it's deeper than what you think it is when it comes to that location stuff. It's way deeper than what you think it is. It's players out here. It's real players out here.
Are there still any real players? Like for real?
Yeah.
Because I look at it
over the Himalaya.
I done met some played,
like
but I don't know about them players.
I'm just gonna say this, like I do know that it's like when I think about, if I can share my location and she's watching, you got to think about who else is watching. The big,
You mean on your phone?
Big people, like just period, like the big people.
Nope. Oh,
We
well,
about-
we got to worry about that anyway. We don't know who's tracking us. We don't.
Yeah, that's why you was giving them. Hey, that's why you was giving the phone in the first place.
There you go.
So they can know where you at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They know it's like.
But don't you
get
think
me
they
started.
track us anyway?
That's what I'm saying. Don't get me started. I'm just saying that because, this is for play level. I'm suppressing my power level right now. I ain't finna go into the big, but my bro here, he already know what it is. He went there. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I already get it. But like I said, we live in a society now where there's a lot of things that we have access to, and people just jumping on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like AI, like that's another topic.
That's what I say. Yeah, and look, I'm gonna let y'all go, bro. But look, I love the show. The show is nice, chosen, man. You're an awesome artist, man. But let me say this and get out of here, man. Ping, put the location or ping your son's phone, ping your daughter's phone. Don't ping my phone.
Oh man,
I agree with that.
It was good hearing from you, man. Appreciate you, dude.
Thank you.
All right, bro.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. Phil, you need to call in. Another one
coming.
Good morning.
What's good?
Good morning, Table Talk with Lyric and Chosen. Who's calling, please?
This is Tammy from San Antonio.
That's my BFF. What's up, Dad?
Hey.
Good morning, San Antonio.
You know I had to call and put my 5 cents in.
Yes, ma'am.
I wish the MF would track me. He gonna run up on what he looking for.
I know that's right, sis.
Like Sister Girl said earlier, that's them serial cheaters that's doing that. Them insecure ones that's out there doing stuff that they don't have no business doing.
Absolutely.
So they automatically think that that's what you're doing, but I'm not. So run up on me. I'm gonna show you something.
I know that's
Right.
right.
Looking.
That sounds so kind of fierce right there, bro. Like,
I'm so glad you called, sis. Yes, ma'am. That's my ride or die back and say.
That's right, and I don't play. So come looking, baby. I'm gonna show you something.
Hey,
I gotta make it up. You shouldn't have came looking.
Me and her used to run the streets of San Antonio, baby.
And still will when you come.
We them bosses out in San Antonio. Look, they didn't even have to use our location. They was coming to the spots we were hanging out at looking for.
Yeah, they was tracking our location so they could see where the party was at.
Exactly. Everybody wanted to hang with us, so we was doing that.
That's right.
But
that's a good subject though, because all of that stuff is actually created for security.
Yes.
Because of the world that we live in. We got to protect our babies.
Exactly.
We have to protect our elderly, our children. So that's why those things were created.
Exactly.
It's these sick ones that are doing everything that they shouldn't be doing and have taken this stuff and make it like, well, people don't even want it on their phones now.
Exactly.
Because they're not using it for what it was created for. It wasn't created for Jody to be spying on Tina, or Tina worried about where Jody is. You ought to be treating the man right. He wouldn't be over there at Stephanie's house.
I don't know. Sometimes you can treat him right and they still gonna go.
Well, then let him go.
Exactly.
Shouldn't be your concern where he is then.
What they say, I don't want none that don't want me.
That's right. When somebody show you who they are, you believe it.
Yep. You show right up. Say that again, sis. Say it one more time.
When somebody show you who they are, you believe it.
Absolutely.
You cannot make them something that they're not
Yeah.
just because that's what you want.
Facts.
What's your name, caller?
If that was the case, I'd have a whole bunch of kings out here.
Tammy, I have a question for you.
Yes.
This is Malcolm of Real Talk 100 Radio. I have a question for you. About 2 weeks ago, I saw an article, and I'm directing this question to you. I saw an article where a gentleman put a tracker in his wife's truck, and she noticed it because something was rattling in the back of her truck. She went and investigated and found a tracker. How would you feel about that?
I'm going to check him. I'm going to stop right where I am, and I'm going to call him, and I'm going to check him, and I'm going to say, what was your reason, baby? You concerned? I know we live in an unsafe world, but I'm going to ask him, what are you doing wrong that you feel like you need to be tracking me?
Right. Without my knowledge.
Without my knowledge. Or what is it that you feel like I'm doing that you need to be tracking me without my knowledge? Because if it was for safety, you would have told me.
Yes.
So apparently you feel like I'm doing something wrong. We need to talk.
Yep. Yep.
Now you know it's illegal to put air tags on people.
Is it?
Yeah, then I'm gonna call the police on him.
Yeah, it's illegal to put air tags on people like that. Like,
Without their knowledge,
without them knowing that you did that, and then you do that. So you think she out here doing?
I just think it's a total invasion of privacy.
Yeah, you think she out here doing some stuff?
Is that how they found them? Remember that baby that got kidnapped? She was like 4 years old. The Hispanic guy that kidnapped her. Isn't that how they found her? With an air?
Yeah, but that's what it was created for.
Yeah,
created for. Yeah. So, but a lot of people use them air tags for that, and then for baggage.
Yeah.
So it's like, for baggage, so you can keep up with your luggage. But if you use them wrong, you can get in trouble for that. You can get picked up.
This gentleman,
and I mean, you have it in your gut, your feeling. You already know if something is going on. You don't need no tracker to be proven. What you want to see him? You want to catch somebody in the act?
Yeah.
You don't need that to know what you already know.
Exactly. Yep. That's it. Well, you don't. But the way people are is people don't like to be wrong. So it's like, I got this evidence. It's the same. It's almost the same reason why you go to court, and you get a lawyer. So you get a whole bunch of evidence to prove your case. To get the more evidence you get,
or had that air tag to say you was at a certain place. They said you wasn't at.
It's like, okay, let me see if you're gonna lie to me.
Right.
We done all had jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
You go to the job and they tell you, hey, yo, we need to have this little conversation. You want to come on back here? And then you in the back of your head, you've been sleeping in the back and stuff like that.
Right.
You didn't think nobody was gonna figure it out.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom, you doing all, you sleeping, taking 15-minute breaks. You on 20. And so
that's what you get then.
So it's like when you get in the back and they be like, yeah, come on back here, let's have this little chat. We're gonna have a little chat.
Yeah, you already know what it is. You don't even need them to tell you.
But then you sit up there in the competition with them to try to see if they know what they know, so you can get away with it.
Yeah.
And so, but the bad part about it is it's on you. You gonna still wind up, that person probably, depending on who they are, you still gonna wind up being a little dishonest to see if they know. Once they give you the evidence, then you hang your head and be like, yeah, you got me.
I guess I just been through so much in life. I've learned to listen to my intuition.
Yeah.
The first time, not the second, third, or fourth time, but the first time, listen to it.
It's not gonna steer
you.
you.
It never steer you wrong.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say, Larry?
I was gonna say, y'all remember that song? It's an old school song. She said, my sister said she saw you at the hotel with my friend. He said, if she didn't reach out and touch me, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, Shaggy said that too.
Didn't touch me. Yeah. It wasn't me.
Shaggy said,
yeah,
it wasn't me. Just say it wasn't me. But we come on, man. We not done. But that's what I'm saying. People don't want to be wrong, and there's a possibility whenever because we still know that there's a possibility because we think something, we assume something.
Is that they don't want to be wrong or they don't want to be caught?
Well, no.
But it's just the way it makes you feel though when you find out.
Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Absolutely.
So it's like you can't just go off of speculate. You can't just go off of speculations like, well, they did this out of routine. There's a whole different it's a couple of different reasons as to why they did it.
Okay.
So with them, you want to give sometimes we give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
That maybe they didn't do what it looked like. Maybe this ain't what.
Well, women need to learn to tap into that intuition.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So
and when that pH balance change, you already know he's been somewhere else.
I go into like this because we're not perfect beings. Your intuition is not always perfect. So that's why we feel like we have the need to be like, okay, let me make sure I got this evidence to make sure I'm not being lied to make sure I'm not being duped. So we'll go down.
Yeah, I totally understand that, and I totally feel you.
But no, we gonna hook up soon enough, man. I can't wait to go on this groove. But so we need that. Like I said, it's the reason why people go to court is because I need to find out as much evidence. I need to gather as much evidence that I can to find out if this is really what it is. If this is, because the last thing you want to do is be like, I saw you here, you was here at this time, and who is this person? And at the end of it, you find out they was with their cousin or their friend trying to find a gift for you or some stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know something, and then that means you need to look deeper. You are truly having some trust issues.
Yes, yep. And it don't be them, it be you. So
it'd be you. Yeah, you got to step back and look at the true you. It's not always the other person.
Exactly.
Sometimes it really is a person standing there in the mirror, and you have to stand back and look at the true you. If you are finding out stuff like that, I'm always insinuating, and it never is that. Yep. Well, you need to step back and look at the whole situation in. Maybe it's still not for y'all to be together because you're having trust issues.
We're going to have to get you on the show, Tammy.
Right.
And you don't deserve, the other person does not deserve for you to put that off on them because of those are your insecure feelings.
Exactly.
And that's another reason why I say too, sometimes sharing your location with somebody is good too, because it make you look into that window. You know what I'm saying? That it's like it can bring some stuff up to have to maybe
to know what kind of person you're dealing with.
Yeah, to talk about that and say we really need to redefine the relationship we have or the relationship we building. We need to redefine that because you acting like this. Or
I don't need a warden
like this, and I don't need
that,
so
I don't need a warden.
But I guess if you truly care about that person and you're not doing anything, if it comforts them to have your location, then what's the real problem? If you're truly not doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But then you could be a person like me that I know I'm not really doing nothing, and I share it, and I don't have no problem with you knowing where I'm at because I know I'm not doing nothing. But then at the same time, on the flip side, it's like I'm gonna be blunt. Like if it's not a connection with that person, it's like I'm not saying I'm finna be mean and be like, well, what you looking for? I'm gonna tell you what it is. And if you don't like the answer that I give you, then what you want me to do? You want me to tell you the ugly truth or a beautiful lie?
Tell me a beautiful.
And I heard you earlier say you need a true narcissist to call in so you can see why they do what they do.
Yeah.
I ain't no true narcissist, but I'm damn sure gonna say I turn my phone off because I probably am doing something.
Don't be telling our secrets.
That's why you got to set the stage early, dog. Like you that's why I said you can't be ignoring what people say. You got to pay attention to, and that's something.
Yeah, cause I tell them in the beginning, not my fault you fell in love because I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, I'm probably doing something.
Morning, Pastor.
See, I've been known to also, if I'm constantly being accused, I'll purposely play a game.
Exactly.
And turn my location off and make you think exactly what you're already thinking.
No, I ain't got time for that because I don't need you.
I'm not giving you my location. How about that?
I don't mind giving you my location, but if you my location, I keep giving it to you. I keep giving it to you,
and it still don't satisfy.
And they still not satisfied. I'm gonna say, you know what?
Yeah.
Location off. Now, let's live this theme that you consistently want to live. And we gonna
then just sit there and live in misery until I make it back.
No, I ain't got time. I ain't got time for that. I'm finna be on some. All right, we need to talk. If you don't trust me, then we do this.
Caller, please.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Tam, hold on 1 second.
Caller, please.
Okay.
Jennifer hung up. Jennifer.
Okay.
Called in.
Jennifer called back,
Jennifer
honey.
Called back. She said she inboxed me a minute ago and said to tell y'all she loves you and she loves the show.
Man, we love
she
you
just
right
called
back.
in. Jennifer, call back if you're still watching.
Okay.
Go ahead, Tammy.
Oh, I'm good. I just had to call. I was scrolling and I saw my sister beautiful face. We talked last night.
You
so
better
I
get
said,
on
"Ooh,
some
let me call
transportation, get
him."
out here this weekend.
Yeah,
And you know I want to. I want to so bad. I'm taking
Oh.
care of Reverend Franklin this morning, and then I'm out of here.
Okay.
I appreciate your call, man. It was nice being able to chat with you this morning.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Anytime. I'm gonna keep up with you guys. I enjoyed this.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. I'm just to log back on and finish listening.
Okay.
Do the same.
Okay. Bye bye.
But,
We have a commenter, Mr. Darren Henderson Sr.
okay.
He's been on about 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
I put the topics on the page, and his first comment was he chilled with Charleston's brother. He's a great homie. He put a shout out to his company, which is Howling Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Then to the comments, he said family first when it consists of family matters. He then said sharing location can also cause issues with being uncomfortable. And then last but not least, he says it's like being confined in a relationship when you're sharing your location. Like I said, I don't mind
If it's a narcissist.
if you're a narcissist is going to feel confined.
I'm saying you're going to feel confined if you're being tracked by a narcissist, because they're never going to be satisfied. It doesn't matter whether you're telling the truth.
Right.
It doesn't matter whether you're faithful. Right. They are always going to find a way to make something wrong. It doesn't matter. So you're not getting my location because you're going to have a problem no matter what.
Why are you there?
Yeah.
I'm getting gas. Is that a problem?
Right. You at a gas station. What you think I'm doing here?
Now that's one of them. Like I said, is if we ever get, I don't have time for that. Like I'm not about to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not either. I'm too old.
Like, look, if you finna be like this, then maybe we need to rethink this. We're gonna do something different.
Yeah.
And if you can't deal with that, then
that's when I turn that location off.
So thank you.
Like, yeah,
thank
but you know,
guys.
like when you say, yo, we're gonna play this game. I'm at the time now in my life, dog. I'm not finna play no games with you. I'm just that's
thank
it.
You.
That's it.
I'm a what's his name? What's his name? The game.
Saw.
I'm a South fan.
Jigsaw.
I'm a South fan, man.
What'd he say?
You like to play a game?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a South fan. Welcome to the Table Talk Radio Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with this morning?
This is Ron Henderson, Howling Entertainment.
All right. Good morning. What's going on?
Man, good morning, man. I love the topic with Real Talk be bringing, man, to the success of life every day, even with the silly moments, because that goes with life. I agree to the point of sharing location. Sharing location can make a person that's fucking up fuck up even more. Excuse my French. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We on the morning show. We kind of.
Oh, my bad.
We can't go to our.
Get outside. My bad. My bad. Okay. All right. I apologize. All right. I apologize, man. You sure right. Thank you, Mr. Malcolm and y'all. I apologize for that. But it can make an individual feel, if they is messing up, it can make them to continue to screw up.
Okay.
By sharing location. But me, I don't have a problem with sharing location. I look at it more of a safety situation.
Right.
What it was intended for.
Right.
Yes, sir. There you go. What it was intended for. And to speak on Charleston White, I'm not gonna say much, but I'm working on something through his brother. And I'm hoping everything will go right. A lot of people don't understand the truth what Charleston White speak. For a long time, I was against the things and how he was expressing himself. Then I got to thinking, I said, man, rest in peace, Pimp C. Pimp C was no different. Pimp C was no different. Everybody was all for how Pimp C brought it. He brought it in a way for us to really understand and not in the aggressive form. But in these days and time, Charleston White bringing it to us because of the era and how much violence that's in the world. So he gonna bring it to a way for, well, whoa, he wants your eyebrows away. Man, he said that crazy. He should have said it like that. But look how it reached people.
Yeah.
People mind actually opened up. Like, man, this man said it like this here. Well, why not? If I can get your attention by speaking a certain way, I would rather continue to speak that particular way, man. That way, I'm trying to reach out to the youth. I'm trying to reach out to.
You're gonna stick to what works.
Just there you go. There you go. And I know deep down inside, man, from me being around his brother numerous of years, his brother is a solid individual. So I know the upbringing was beautiful. Everybody made a detour in life in some form or fashion. Some detours wasn't excruciating as others, but everybody detour in some form or fashion. And he's really trying to, it's more of a militant talk the way he's bringing it to us.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
That's a good word right there.
All right.
I apologize for my usage of words as well.
Nah, you good, man.
I think you covered all topics. We have to release the phone line. The topic.
Yes, sir.
The topics are sharing your location.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Man, I thank you for calling, bro.
Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you.
Arsenio said we have great topics also. Welcome everybody. We're about to take a short break.
Music
on the Table Talk radio show on Real Talk 100 Radio. We're going to allow you to listen to some great music by one of your co-hosts, one of your show hosts. Mr. Chosen is an R&B singer. I like to say internationally known because I was on a cruise with him and
he's
we were
amazing.
in the Caribbean and he was singing on stage. So I'm not lying. Internationally known singer.
All the way in Belize.
All the way in Belize. So as we introduce your song, Chosen, what would you like me to play? I forgot what we have from you, but I will try to get it uploaded.
What's the one I like? Spanish. What it was?
Oh, you like
Senorita. What
you like? In Like With You.
In Like With You. Please play that.
I will do my best to find it. Tell our listening audience about In Like With You right quick.
In Like With You is a song off the Versus album. That's my first solo project that I released in 2019. Some years ago. Might be new to a whole lot of y'all.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's classic to me.
That's my favorite.
That's one of Lyric's favorites. My followers, one of her faves. Y'all can find all my music on Spotify, all your streaming networks, the platforms. I mean, you can just type up CHOZ, the number 1N. If you on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, it's there. It's at your fingertips. You can get it. The whole project is there, and hopefully Malcolm can find the link or find the song.
Yes.
And then he can play it for y'all. Y'all can hear it. And I guess I might have to work my magic and resend him the link.
We're about to take a quick break.
I have the music. I was trying to find the video.
Oh, okay.
I have the music already.
Yeah, so you gonna play that after we take.
Yeah, the video's nice too.
I just released a brand new single. So if you follow my Instagram, which is I Am The Chosen, it's IAMTHACHOZ1N. If you follow my Instagram, you look me up on Instagram and follow me. I have a link tree, and the link tree has all my content, everything, all my latest releases, everything that I done did. So give it a listen, and I hope y'all enjoy it, man.
All right. We're going to a quick break. I already have one song hooked up, and that is In Like With You by Chosen.
That's their favorite.
We'll be right back on Table Talk Radio Show on Real Talk 100 Radio.
Be right back.
Y'all
put some love and lights across the screen as we jam. We'll be right back.
Don't go nowhere, y'all. Take a listen to this.
Since the presence in this room, the aroma of a sweet perfume, no rules, no disguise. When her eyes met with mine, I knew exactly what I had to do. my way to plead my case. Surprised that she met me halfway. But when I opened my mouth to say what I had rehearsed in my head, I kissed her hand and spoke these words instead. Hola, señorita, eres muy bonita. Think I'm in line with you. Do you know a place where we can be alone together? Somewhere that you and me can get to know each other better. For years and a day gone by, now she wears my name with pride. The key to my lock, the Michelle to my Barack indeed. She's all that I ever need. She told me long ago, long as we continue to grow, I'll be your moon and sun. That day I'll never regret. I was yours the moment that you said, hola señorita, eres muy bonita. Think I'm in line with you. Do you know a place where we can be alone together? Somewhere that you and me can get to know each other better. The only love I'll ever need. My wife, my queen, my everything. Te amo y te adoro, mi amor. All that I've been searching for. Hola, señorita, eres muy bonita. Think I'm in line with you. Do you know a place where we can be alone together? Somewhere that you and me can get to know each other better. Hola, señorita, eres muy bonita. Think I'm in line with you. Do you know a place where we can be alone together? Somewhere that you and me can get to know each other better.
Hey, what's good?
All
Ray?
right, everybody. Yeah.
So nice you had to do it twice. I appreciate that, man.
Sorry about that. No problem, man. You know that's what we do here, man. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for being patient. We're on a quick commercial break on Real Talk 100 Radio. This is Table Talk. This is Table Talk with Chosen
Lyric and Chosen.
and Lyric. Lyric is taking a step out right quick, but thank y'all for joining the show. Please hit that like or love button 1,000,000 times for us. This is a relatively brand new show, actually 2 weeks old. This is the second week on air, and we are proud of it. We're trying to build, we're trying to grow. As you saw just now, we're highlighting Chosen's music. We're also looking forward to highlighting small businesses here at Real Talk 100 Radio on this show. If you are interested in sponsoring the show, if you're interested in being a guest on the show, all you have to do is text Chosen direct. How do they get in contact with you?
You can DM me on the page that I got right now on my social media on Facebook. I got two, one for Chosen, which is CHOZ1N is the artist page. You can DM me there. I'll get back at you. On Instagram, IAMTHA CHOZ1N. I am the Chosen on Instagram. DM me there as well. And then we can get you set up. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to be a guest on the show, got something you want to, promote, holla at me. I get it and we'll get it cracking. Let's see. What's up, bro? So with the topic that we was talking about with sharing your location, my boy Marcus, what's good, bro? What's happening, man? Marcus, he said, if your job required your location and you needed that check, you would not have a problem providing that location, especially making over 100K. Bro, if you yeah, I mean, if you signed over and you doing it, then I guess that's one of the requirements that's something that you signed up for So yeah, you're gonna have to do that. So I agree. Yeah.
I agree with that. I don't
agree with
mind.
that.
Like I said, I don't mind sharing at all. What's his name?
Marcus Scott. Marcus Scott put that up there.
Ask
That's
Marcus.
another brother of mine. If you still here, what you want me to ask him?
Ask Marcus Scott. How does he feel? You know, it's fine to check in, but how does he feel when they start interrogating him?
Oh, okay. I think you heard it. Marcus, if you online, if you still on, man, the question was, how would you feel if they start interrogating you about your whereabouts
After you had been forthcoming.
Been forthcoming and you did your part and then you had the interrogation. So whenever you get a chance, you can respond to it and let us know what your 5 cents is about that.
I like the way y'all doing that too. 5 cents. Your girl said it earlier.
Mhm.
I had to call and give my 5 cents. I'm like, wait a minute, ain't that supposed to be 2 cents? I like the way y'all doing that. Y'all giving a whole nickel now.
Inflation. That's that inflation.
Fifth Ward. The whole nickel.
I am uploading the video now, so whenever you'd like to play it, we will go back and play it back.
It's a video too that goes with that song. So I guess after we get done having some more of this good conversation,
yeah, we'll take another break.
We'll take another break. Okay, Marcus said if it was part of the contract, I would not have a problem complying. Okay, yeah. But then at the same time, you wouldn't be doing nothing anyway to compromise yourself or to be held in contempt, I guess, for lack of a better word. Like if you're not out here doing what you ain't supposed to be doing, then you ain't gonna have a problem with it. Only time that you probably have a problem with is if you're trying to hide some stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, but you're an adult. You're not no child.
Yeah. But see what he said was, you wasn't in the room. So he said if your job required your location and you needed that check, you wouldn't have no problem providing your location. And he said especially if making over 100K. You have to have like one of them government jobs or something like that to have to.
No, let me tell you, the job I work, I do housekeeping, right?
Right.
Part time.
Well, okay.
So with housekeeping, when you're getting the address to the person's house you're going to, they track our location.
Yeah.
They track your location for when you get there, because that's when you say you got there, and when you leave, because that's when you say you're leaving.
Yeah.
So that you don't overcharge your clients. So yeah, they do that with our job.
So I'll say this because we're probably gonna go ahead and start going into another topic.
Absolutely.
I'll say this in conclusion, like it's a double-edged sword. It really depends on the individual. Like sharing your location. Some people feel free about it. Like I feel free about it. It's like, especially with my significant other, because this is where we started. Your significant other, I feel free about it. I have no problem with it because I plan on being the person that I'm still working towards is regardless. So if I'm somewhere, I don't have no problem doing it because I don't mind telling the truth.
Right.
If I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing and I get caught, it's accountability time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay, I did it. So I gotta already assess them consequences, the repercussions and consequences, which should already make it to where you don't want to do it anyway, to make it to where it's like if I know that I'm finna go to prison, I know I'm finna go rob this bank. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I don't want these consequences and repercussions, so I'm just not finna do it. But I know that if I'm going to be, I know I make mistakes. So I'm going back to the sharing your location or whatever. And if I put myself in a situation to where it's finna be consequences, then I'm just gonna have to own up to what it is.
Yeah.
That's just the type of person that you are. But if you're the type of person you want to be sneaky all the time and you got a backup plan as to why you finna do some underhanded, dirty stuff, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's on you if you wanna mess over somebody like that.
Right.
So it's really just the type of person that you are. I don't have a problem with it because I'll answer to whatever it is that I wind up doing. But since I don't want to mess over people or I don't want to be untrue, I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm going to stay in that lane.
Yeah. And I think if you let a person know in the beginning what it is, You know, you won't have to worry about trying to.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like this is what it is. Like
This is what
be
it is.
truthful. Be truthful and fact.
Hey,
for
this
what it
is who I am. This is
who I
how I'm
am.
coming. And if you can't handle it, you might want to move to the next.
This ain't my representative.
But I
A lot of
said,
people get you.
my favorite thing is this may not be the ride for you.
That's it. This might not be. You have to. That's another show right there too. I'm telling y'all right now, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that show too. Like, I'm gonna have a topic for that. So we probably gonna do
this may not be the ride for you.
This might not be the ride for you, Doc. So, in conclusion to this, the sharing location is a double-edged sword. It depends on the type of person that you are and the type of mind frame that you have.
Absolutely, I agree.
The one that's kind of kin to it kind of connects to the sharing your location. We were talking about the sex trafficking.
Yeah, we want to talk about that.
Lyric, if you
and I think the main point I want to do as far as sex trafficking is just get awareness out. And anybody that is listening to us that would like to talk about it, or you have somebody that's missing, we'd love you to call in and give your information so that we can post it and make other people aware. Because I don't know if people take this seriously, you know, as far as if they think it's real or they think it's not. I've set up and watched social media, and this young lady came on and she was babbling. She was babbling and crying because she says that this white van, she pulled up to the grocery store. She says, in this white van, she noticed had followed her. So she moved to a different spot. This van pulled up and moved to a different spot. And so she never got out the car. She got on the phone and called her husband, was like, babe, she goes, I'm scared. She says, this van is following me. And sure enough, she leaves, that van leaves and it's following her. And by the time she got to where she was going, her husband was there to meet her. And then his van took off. Sex trafficking is real. And it's not just for the young. They're not just snatching young people. They snatching women, period. They snatching boys and girls. Nobody's talking about the little boys that are getting snatched for sex trafficking. It's happening.
It's happening.
It's real. Mm-hmm. You know, that's why we were talking about that Epstein and Diddy and all that stuff. That's real. And if Diddy had anything to do with that, he needs to take his behind to jail. He needs to go to jail. Period.
That's another. When you talk about the sex trafficking thing, that's another thing with social media. That's another danger within social media, because you know everybody get like these foreign friend requests
all the time.
Like you get like these foreign friend requests and people you ain't never heard of before, and it's like you start. Then you know sometimes you can go look on, or it's like one of your friends that you like they've been.
That don't sound right. Yeah, that don't sound right.
So you might look at like what I usually do is I look to see how many mutual friends I have, and then I try to see what's the last post that they made,
right?
And to see if it's something akin to what I know that they would talk about,
right?
But if I don't see nothing that they posted recently, I'll be like, man.
But you know the lingo too.
Yeah,
I've done
exactly.
that. I've had them hit me up, and I'm like, nah, this ain't so and so. Let me call. And then I get on the phone, be like, hey, did you just send me a message? He's like, no, I got hacked. Don't even respond to that.
That's it. So you just never. So if you have a lot of your information on your social media, and a lot of this access, you got these hackers. Some of them could be sex traffickers.
Exactly.
And so they'll sit up and they send you in the deals. I find it funny sometimes too. Like I get these DMs in my inbox, and they can't even type correct sentences, and they miss our words. Oh man, come on, you gotta do better than that. Like you gotta try harder than that. Like, you come on now, you ain't fooling nobody.
Because gotta be quicker than that.
You gotta be quicker than that. Yeah.
I met this guy, right? I get foreign guys hitting me up on my messenger all the time. So it's this one, right? So he's been texting me, and I'll look, and I'm like, hi. I'm very short. He'll say something, I'm like, thank you. He'll say something, I'm like, oh, okay. You know, very short. So we started just conversing, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, I said, look, I'll talk to you later because I'm at work. I'll call you when I get off. Mm-hmm. Well, when I got off, I got busy. And I mean, I don't know you, you know, so I'm not obligated to do anything. Why this man get on here raving? You said you were going to call me. And I was like, first of all, I was like, hold on. Then he started video chatting me. And I push hit in. He do it again. I hit in. He do it again. I was like, hold up. I'm going to answer it. It was audio this time. I said, hello. He said, you didn't answer my call. I said, first of all, let me tell you something. I don't know you. You don't know me. I'm not obligated to answer nothing. I said, as a matter of fact, don't call me no more. I'm gonna call the police on you. Don't call me no more. I said, because now you a creep.
These boys out of control.
Yeah. So, and that's another thing
Yeah.
too. Like and this whole machine is geared toward one agenda. Is when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about social media.
Okay.
So, like one thing I don't like seeing these posts with these parents having their kids do grown stuff on video.
Oh my God.
And showing all of them, some kids doing these gyrating dances and these over sexualized dances and stuff. And then they sit up there and wonder why they getting hit up. And then the kids get,
Okay.
why can't
This is Duran Anderson.
Yeah.
Why can't trafficking people? It says, why can't trafficking people are so often caught? I feel it's the government in control. Why? Because they opened the gates to borders all around, basically.
Man.
Well, not just that, but after 9/11, you think we'd be a little more security ready. You know what I'm saying? But you still letting everybody of every nationality. And I get we the big melting pot, but our pot is full and it's bubbling over. I was like, and once it starts bubbling over, you're supposed to turn the heat down on it and let it simmer. You know what I'm saying? So it's too much. You see it. If you do something and it doesn't work, do something else.
Do something else.
You know, because you're letting all these different people into this country. And guess what? I'm an African American. And the key word is I am American. And this is my country. I was born here. For those who just don't believe we belong here, that's too bad. I'm here. So at the end of the day, let me tell you something. We and not just that, we tell all our business on the news. We tell all our business on social media. You know, our parents have got to be more attentive to our children. You let your kids go, you don't know where they are. And my thing is, if you, especially my daughters, my sons too, but especially my daughters, if you say you're going to Sally's house, I'm talking to Sally's mama.
That's old school.
And if you say you're going to Betty's house, I'm talking to Betty's mama.
Right.
And if you come to my house, I'm calling your mama to let your mama know you coming to my house. You see how on TV they say, well, you tell your mom you're going to Sally's. I'm going to tell my mom I'm going to Betty's. And you tell your mom you're coming to my house. And we're all going to meet up and go to the party. Well, you're not going to no party because we all finna talk. That's not going to happen.
It's always a way. It's always a way to get things.
Yes.
No matter what changes.
At the end of the day, sex trafficking is the responsibility of the parent too. If you as a parent aren't knowing the whereabouts of your children, they just had one on social media. Okay, she just left. I want to say it was like a library or school, whatever. And they was like, the mom was supposed to pick her up. Well, the two young ladies started walking home. And this is a true story because they did the documentary. The two young ladies started walking home. At the split up point, one young lady goes one way, the other little girl goes the other way. Well, that other little girl never made it home. By the time this little girl gets home, this mom is calling me like, have you seen, Sally? She goes, well, yeah, we were at such and such and we split up and, I went home and she went her way home. And the mom was like, well, she hasn't made it. Well, that's a 5-minute walk. From that time, 5 minutes to that house, she didn't make it. Somebody snatched her. They found that baby deceased.
It don't take long.
So they are watching our children. Yeah. They are watching them, not just our children. Don't get me wrong. We got adults that are being snatched. Yeah. We got mothers that are being snatched. So y'all don't take it lightly. We got to start opening our eyes and we got to police our own families. We got to be the law for our own families sometimes. Because I worry, my daughter 28 years old, and I worry her every time she go outside.
It ain't safe
at all.
It's not as safe as it used to be, and even then it wasn't safe. So
it's
even more because they have more access now. Like the same access you have, they have. Mm-hmm. So you have to think the way we think of making things safe for our families. They're thinking of ways to be able to pull off the heist, people heist.
Right.
So, like what you said earlier, you brought up something else from what he said, he was talking about trafficking. People are so often caught. He said, you feel like it's the government. You got to think of something, dog. I'm going to put this out here. Crime is a business.
It is absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And the government benefits from it.
And they benefit from it. If you ain't had no crime, you wouldn't need police.
That's why it's taken so long to legalize marijuana. They were making a killing from it.
So
and they still are.
So
cocaine ain't never gonna be legalized because the government's making too much money. They're making way too much money.
So I'm just gonna say that without getting too far into it, but it's a business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
and it intertwines.
Yeah.
Sex trafficking, drugs.
We just I don't hold your thought.
Go ahead.
Hold your thought. I just didn't want to forget what I was about to say. When you were in the bathroom, we were talking about when you were arriving this morning, initially, me and Chosen were talking about how can they restrict me and you for saying something that's borderline against the community rules, but you allow porn every day because they're making money. Facebook,
off of it.
I always want to call him Mark Wahlberg. What's the owner of Facebook's name?
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg is obviously making money off of porn. He allows that. He doesn't restrict them. We have a Real Talk 100 radio page, a group that we encourage artists and small businesses to post to. Every morning I wake up, there's porn posted on
or sent through Instagram.
Or sent through Instagram.
I have to, or sent through TikTok. I have to delete it and put on there fraud or send a message like this is offensive.
Right.
Right.
But you banned me.
Yeah.
You missed this part of the conversation. We talked about it off camera.
Yeah.
They banned me. They put restrictions on me just last night because the show last night with Cece, she was saying all we were talking about was do you wipe down before sexual acts take place? Because a woman called in, a woman messaged in on email and was asking, what pointers can we give her because she feels awkward when somebody goes and performs fellatio on her, and she smells herself. So she was wondering she wanted pointers from other women on how to fix that smell. And all the host said was, and she was vulgar, she used the P word for what y'all had.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, ladies, do y'all wipe your pee down before? And they restricted me. But you allow porn every day.
Every day.
And I was telling him too, it's like you see posts, just regular posts. I see regular posts of people put the P word up there.
Yeah.
And they might put like an extra letter in it to try to
Punani.
disguise
call
what
it something
really
else.
Saying and something,
yeah.
You know what it is. It's like so you going live and you say something like that, and then they want to, it's like they pick what it is. So
well, the government watches everything we say and everything we do. Y'all have to realize that. What is that?
Darren says they don't want righteous. They want corruption. Corruption sells.
It's a business.
He also said it was basically a sex teaching for the ignorant in society. And he said government is a big factor in society.
Absolutely.
Well, of course.
And what I think people, at least our age group, I think should understand that nothing is new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun. Everything revolves.
Yep.
So if it's happening today, it didn't happen before already. It ain't new. It's just now we are more aware. I think I want to put it like that. More aware of what's going on.
It's evolved.
And with the sex trafficking, what I want to say is I want to put it out there, and please call in and give us some ideas or pointers or whatever. Sex trafficking is a business, and it's not slowing down.
Mm-mm.
They can be caught, but they're not being caught, like you said, because people are making money off of this. There's billions of dollars being made off of our children, off of our family, off of our loved ones. And it's going to be up to us to stop it. And that's just the truth. They allow us to buy guns. Y'all go get your license to carry, because I'm getting mine.
So what do you do? Let's say, here's a scenario. The damage is done. Let's say one of your loved ones, a niece, daughter, something like that, they wind up being a victim of sex trafficking.
Right. And I've met a few.
Between the time that they got abducted, let's say maybe it was even 6 months too long. So 6 months from the time they was abducted to the time that you probably recovered them. The struggles of talking to them and them having that experience, and the damage that's done.
Right.
how would you say? Well, I mean, not really say, but you got to think about the damage that it's going to do to that child.
Oh,
Because of what somebody
absolutely.
wanted to do to make some money, and
Exactly.
do this, make some money, and they get caught. The everlasting damage to the mental of that child or that person.
Right. I think the big thing is something like that happens, and you are blessed enough to have recovered your loved one. You got to show mad love. Yeah, you got to show love. You got to show that no matter what happens, you are loved the same. And then you got to get that baby some help.
Yeah,
you got to get, because you can't. Very few people can fix themselves. And you know, I went through a lot when I went through what I went through as far as being molested. I went through a lot fixing myself. It was hard to fix myself because I had to fix myself because I didn't know any better. So a lot of the things I went through, I overcame them because of me. Because I told myself I was not going to be broken because of it. I had to convince myself, I had to tell myself that I loved me more than anything in this world. And I think when my breaking point was that very first child that I had. Yeah. That was my wake up. That was my, you're going to be all right. That was my therapy. But it doesn't work for everybody. But let me tell you, before the therapy came, I was self-destructive. I was promiscuous. I did a lot of things that I probably would not have done if that hadn't happened to me. But at the end of the day, I'm going to love me regardless, and I could care less what anybody thinks about me. That's what people worry about, what other people are going to think. I don't, because you don't pay my bills. You don't take care of me and my kids. And at this point, I've brought myself to a place with help of family and others. I'm in a good place today. You know, and I can look back on what happened to me and talk about it without feeling any kind of hurt, pain, or animosity, because I'm going to love me and forgive for me. I forgave my father a long time ago for me, because that was my healing process. But at the same time, I didn't forget. And I'm teaching my children the same thing. You don't let nobody do this to you. You don't let nobody touch you like that, because it's not right. You don't talk to strangers. And I tell my granddaughter, she's 6, girl, you scream like your life depends on it. Mm-hmm. You know, stranger danger is real. Yeah. Stranger danger is real.
Your father?
Yeah, he was my stepfather, but yeah, my father. Oh, okay. I lost my father when I was 3. My mother married my stepfather when I was 10. From the time I was 10 till I was 17, the abuse went on.
Okay, that's a similar story to my daughter. I think you met her, my 31-year-old. I was on vacation, locked away during my 20s and 30s. And while I was away, her mother got with another guy. She was 10. Yeah. So from 10 to 13 or 14, she was with this guy. And same things took place. He didn't make it all the way, but he fondled and things like that.
But with mine too, because I don't know if she's ever had any help with hers. But again, with mine, because I said I've recovered and I've gotten over it, but I still need some therapy because I can't remember a lot. Okay. My childhood from this age to that age, I can remember small things. I can't, you know how people can say, oh, when I was 3, I did this, or when I was 5, I did this, or when I was 7, I did that. I can't say that because all that time that things happened to me, I don't know the whole gist because I blocked a lot of it out.
Yeah, you blocked it all out. I asked my daughter right now, she's 31. This happened when she was 10 to 14. And I asked her right now, before I address Chosen and his laughs, I asked her today, it's been 17 years since it happened. Explain to me what happened. So when I take it out on him, I know what I'm taking it out on him for. Right. If it ever comes to that.
Right. And I knew my thing is, in the beginning, I can tell you the beginning. Okay. I can tell you how he as a predator prepped me. Okay. I can tell you that part because I remember that. Okay. Because I thought he was being a loving father. All the attention, buying me things, you know, all that I can remember because I thought that was how a father was loving his daughter. Right. Then the other things came, touching me inappropriately. Right. You know, and sitting me on his lap, bouncing me inappropriately. things like that. So I started remember that, and I didn't know it was wrong at the time. And as I got older, it became uncomfortable.
I got you.
So that's when I knew, okay, yeah, this ain't right. So
before I give the show back to y'all, Chosen, I have thought the same thing. But by the time I got home, I left her at 18 months old. When I got home, she was 16.
Hey, baby.
So I left her at 18 months old. When I got home, she was almost 17. By then, he was incarcerated, and I have yet to catch up with him. He was gone. I was out. Now he's out, and I just haven't had the time to track him down. He's somewhere in Missouri City. So she sent me his mugshot. She sent me his crime, his record.
Let the law take care of that, because you'll be incarcerated again. Let the laws take care of that.
That's another one too, dog. You just gave me another topic.
I can deal with not tracking someone down, but I cannot say what will or will not happen
if you run into them.
Yeah, I can deal with not tracking someone down. That's premeditated.
Well, my father passed away, so
my boy say send location.
Yeah. But with this whole thing with sex trafficking, dog, it's a business, and it is real, and the hard part about it is what it does to families.
Yeah.
What it does to these, these children, and also what it does to these adults. But it's more, it has a bigger impact when it happens to children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And with sex trafficking, I just want to put it out there, it comes in several forms. It's not just them kidnapping your children and putting them on the sex scenes. Our babies run away from home and meet the pedophiles. That's how come I talked about pedophilia, because sex trafficking comes in several different forms. You're 14 years old, you run away, you meet somebody that you think loves you, and now they're going to prep you to get you out on that street. That's sex trafficking.
That
still.
too, and then they also put them on drugs.
Oh yeah,
so
to control them.
It's not just
it's
not just the act, the sexual act. It's the drug addiction. That they put them on. So like that's what I'm saying. Like you get your kid back, your loved one back. You don't know what did happen. It's like, so you have to be sensitive to all of that stuff, because now you got to watch behaviors. You can't get back to, you can't pick up to where she or he was your sweet baby,
right?
Or whatever like that. You can't get back to that. It's now I got to watch you to see what your behaviors are now, the things that you say, so that I can assess and figure out what kind of help you need. And
not just that, but let me explain about children that have been sex trafficked. It's hard for them to get out of that routine.
Yeah, because it's something
that's a normal thing to you.
It's a normal thing.
So it's hard for them to get it, because I've seen it. I've taken in girls, and I've helped girls that were sex trafficked and brought them into my home. And I think I would do things differently today, because I think I would have to buy me a house separately and have them in a place where it's separate from my family life, because that can affect your family life. So the girls that I have met want to get out of the game, but wanting to get out and getting out is two different things. Mm-hmm. Even when they get away from these pimps and get away from these people that they think love them, they just don't understand that wasn't love. And sometimes they go right back. Sometimes they go right back, because it's harder. It's easier to stay with what's familiar to you than get out and try to do something different.
Man, hey, that's another topic too. I'm not even gonna put that out there, but so I'll say in conclusion to this topic, because I know we want to get into talking about when you put family first, and I think that this connects that, like when you put family first. And we'll
pull that up.
Comment.
Duran,
got a comment.
Pull that up.
Pull what?
Duran, what does that say?
He says children are grown. Children are grown too because of how certain parents view life.
Drawn.
Yeah, they drawn.
Children are drawn to it because of how certain.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you about that. We have a lot of children raising children. And with the children raising children, like he was talking about having your babies twerking online, that's these babies raising these babies. you know, and the reason things are so different today than it was when we were coming up is because these babies are having babies and they're not being taught how to raise their children with the morals, with the self-respect, with, you know, the discipline that we were raised with. It's no longer there. Religion is being kicked in the behind and thrown out the door. And whether people believe in religion or not, religion was a school of discipline to teach right from wrong, whether you believe in religion or not. It taught you right from wrong. It taught you good and bad. It taught you all of that. The kids aren't learning that today. You're not even allowed to talk about religion in school no more. But you can go to school and two girls can walk down the hall holding hands, or two boys walk down the hall holding hands, kissing. But you can't talk about religion.
And they can't talk about religion, but they're teaching sex.
Exactly. They're teaching your children that it's okay to be with a boy to be with the boy, and it's okay for a girl to be with the girl. Well, yeah, let me tell y'all something, and y'all take this how you want to today. Somebody gonna get mad at me. At the end of the day, when it comes to my family and my children,
shut up.
You're not gonna come in my house, and you're not gonna come around my kids, and you're not gonna confuse them. Now, if you want to love a man and you a man, hey, more power to you. If you want to love a woman and you're a woman, more power to you. I don't judge people. I can't put you in heaven or hell. But what I can do is guard and shield my children from things that I don't think is appropriate for them. That's just like putting a porno tape in front of a child saying it's okay to go out there and do this. It's no difference to me. So I'm going to protect my kids, and anybody that don't like it, you better get out of my way. Because I am the lion in my family.
And on that note, y'all, I have a video for y'all. We played it on another show. And this is in relation to Darren talking about they're drawn in by the way their children, by the way their parents act.
Yes.
And what you just said.
Let's play it.
Y'all call in with your thoughts on this video. Comment on your thoughts with this video. Here it is.
OMG.
Now you know they're trying to twerk, but they don't have nothing to twerk right there. So that's what they're drawn into, and that's in relation to what Darren's talking about. What do you do? What do you do?
Let me ask you this. They're singing that song. Do they even know the ABCs? Can they tell me what 2 + 2 is?
Nope.
My granddaughter is 6. She twerk anything, she getting popped. And what I want to know is, why you twerking? What's 1 + 1? What's 10 + 10? Because if you can twerk, you better be able to read a book all the way through. Because we're not going to do that. That we're not. My children are not allowed, honey. I raise men, and my sons ain't finna let their daughters get up there and twerk nothing. We're not doing that. I'm 58 years old, and I'm not getting ready to get up and go twerk. Somebody asked me, I went to a after hour, and this guy was like, dance with me. I told him, I don't dance. I don't dance. I don't shake my behind. I might every now and again get on the floor and move sexy, but I'm not doing all that extra. You'll never know what's in my drawers. You'll never know. You'll never know whether I got panties on or not. You'll never know. But some of these girls, honey, they'll get down there and shake so hard that their skirt done came up. You know whether they got on panties or not. You know what time of the month it is, and you know what they ate for breakfast. I'm not doing all of that.
Strings hanging.
I'm not doing all of that. Self-respect has gone out the window. And with that, our children are lost.
So people don't have no morals, and they do anything for likes.
Yeah.
So when you know better, you do better. And that just goes to show, like with their video, that it's just people that just don't know better, don't care. Like,
and then I didn't understand nothing she was saying. Baby can't even talk.
Yeah, she said hands on your knees. But why you? Now don't get me started, dog. I'll be like, and then you wonder why. Then when they get older, and then they start having these stories talking about they got molested.
Uncle John did this, or Uncle Bobby did this, or Uncle Charles did this, or Uncle Thomas did this. Exactly.
Well, look at what you're
turning these little girls into little women before their time.
Right. I always say, man, let your kids be kids. Like
I've got some of the most beautiful dresses in my closet, and this is what my granddaughter is going to wear. She's going to wear dresses to her knees. She's not putting on no booty shorts. She not walking around twerking. My thing is, I just can't say it enough. We have got to retrain the brains of our children. These young kids that are coming up.
You got to break the programming, dog.
Man.
So we got 20 minutes left.
Oh wow, that went fast.
Yeah, it went. So I want to get into
family.
I want to touch on this. When you put family first.
Yeah.
This was one of your topics.
Yeah.
That you said so.
Because I'm all about family.
So are you? So what are we talking about? Do you put?
What I'm saying is, it says, when do you put family first?
Okay.
I always put my family first, but in certain situations, like I talked about this before when we had our morning show. I was married, and when I married my husband, I had children and he had children. So my husband is supposed to be the head of my house, and God, husband, children. That's the order it should come in. Mine didn't work like that. Mine was God, children, then husband, because if you don't love my kids like I love my kids, I can't let you be over my children, because you're not going to have the best interest of my children at heart. So at the end of the day, I think when you meet a man and you have children, you better be absolutely sure, number one, that he's not a pedophile. Number two, that he's going to love and respect your children like you love and respect your children. And don't ever second guess your children when they tell you something is going on. Ever. And I used to tell guys I date, I have a daughter, and if she tell me you touched her, you out of there. If she lie on you, you out of there, because I'm going to believe her first. And I know that's bad, but I'm going to believe her first. I'm sorry. I'm going to believe her first. Then we're going to talk about it. I'm going to believe her first. So it's family first for me. Like with my brothers and my sisters, I believe a strong family connection. It's like it takes a village to raise a child. That strong family connection can help with that child. You know, everybody has a part in that child's life. My brothers, my sisters, my aunts, my uncles, you know. So I think when you have a tight, close family knit, I think that brings on where you're gonna have their children with morals, or you know, and then you like that video. Somebody in her family should have been able to step up and be like, "That's not right. That's not right," and I'm gonna tell you why it's not right to fix it.
But what do we usually do?
I'm gonna say something.
Some people, most people, like that ain't none of my business.
It's my business. That's my business.
And that's what.
And I've been told that. Yeah. I've been told that. That's not your child. So what? I'm gonna say what I have to say. You take it how you want to take it. But I'm going to tell the truth, shame the devil. Because I'm going to tell the truth and we're going to shame the devil. Yeah. Because I'm going to hope what I say, you mad at me today, but I'm hoping it sticks in your brain tomorrow. Yeah. You can be mad at me today, but I hope you think about it tomorrow. Because look at it like this. You're setting her up to be sex trafficked. You're setting her up to be molested. You're setting her up to be raped. Because they're not looking at her as a child anymore. She's a commodity.
Now she's a statistic.
And a statistic.
Now she's a statistic.
So no, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to know what, when you said that, because the first thing I thought about was when you said, when do you put family first? I thought about like a career, like how do you have
that too career, in every aspect.
So yeah, I have to say, you got to make sure that you have balance.
Okay.
And because it's almost like if I'm always at home, I'm broke.
Well, when I say family first, as far as that aspect, look at it like this. You got a job.
Yeah.
Your family's having a crisis. That could mean breaking up your home.
Mm-hmm.
So in that essence, you have to put things in perspective. When it comes to family first, you can still do your job and make sure that's done first and then put family first on every other aspect. Because you got to work in order to take care of your family. You can't lose your job or you can't take care of your family.
That's one of them doggone conundrums, dog. Because it makes you, that within itself can stress you out.
Yeah. But family first can be incorporated in your job. If you got a boss that's reasonable, you can sit down and tell your boss, look, I got this going on at home and I need to know that you can be flexible with me or what my options are here.
And that's another reason why I'll piggyback off of what you said, saying take a village.
Yeah.
We have a lot of families out here that's dispersed.
Yeah.
Like I got a big family, but we don't talk to a lot. We don't talk to each other a whole lot as much as we should.
Is that good or bad?
And it's I say that it's bad because like you don't know something about one of your family members that you ain't seen in a long time. You might have grew up with one of them, and then let's say you go to a family reunion or something like that, and you ain't seen this person in 3 years or more, and you remember when they used to do this, and then they acting funny, and you don't know what's going on with them because you didn't talk to them, and then you like, dang, I was right down the street, I could have helped with that, or she didn't have, she missed or he missed the opportunity to play football, but your cousin was always at work, and the mama was always, so they had to stay at the house and do their homework and do stuff that's counterproductive without them. If you had it to where, well, shoot, all you had to do was call me, I get off of such and such, I could have took him to practice, or I could have did this, or you could. So I think that it's a bad thing whenever you have a big family, or even when you have not even a big family, but when you have it to where y'all don't talk, or you just off to yourself, it's a bad thing because you can't. It's a bad thing because you could have helped and you could have taken part in that village,
right? But
because y'all don't talk, somebody missed out on opportunity.
And not just that, I'm going to put this out there. We don't have a whole lot of time left.
Right.
When I talk about family first, and the reason I brought that up is a lot of times we're living our life and we're living our life so fast that we forget the importance of family. And my thing is, I've lost so many people that I love. And I can say to myself, I called and told you I loved you. Mm-hmm. You knew I loved you. Yeah. I made sure you knew I loved you. We have to take out time in our busy lives to stop and take 5 minutes to call that person and say, hey, just want you to know I love you. Mm-hmm. Stop and call that person and say, hey, I was thinking about you today, because I have a brother, one of my younger brothers, and my baby brothers and my older brother, I love you to death. But my brother, John, man, I want to cry because he has had my back through some of the things my other family members didn't even know I was going through. Mm-hmm. And I can call him up and say, John, I need you to do this, or John, I need you to do that. And he's going to stop what he can, and whatever it is he can do for me, that's what he does.
Yep.
And I have a niece. I don't talk to her as often as I want to, Miss Bethany. Bethany, that's my baby, but she's going to call and be like, TT, I just want to know you were okay. Mm-hmm. She says, and one day when I can take care of you, you're not going to have to do nothing else because you took care of all of us. And I don't need them to take care of me, but that's appreciative to hear. Right. I want to hear that while I'm alive. I don't want you to get up at my funeral and talk about it. Right. I want you, and that's where we come to. Remember, somebody said something, give me my flowers while I'm alive. That's a metaphor. That don't mean give me flowers. That means recognize me. No, let me know how you feel while I'm still here.
Right.
You feel me? So this is that family comes first. Coming from Dallas, you all kept me up.
Hey, we just doing our job, man.
Yeah, so people, you got family, call them today. Yep. That person you love and haven't talked to in the last 3 months, call them and tell them you love them. Tell them you was thinking about them, because guess what? Tomorrow's not promised to any of us.
You keep memories, but you don't get people back.
And let me tell you something. These relationships, that's family too. If you got somebody that you care about, I don't care what y'all going through right now. I stayed friends with all my significant others. I stayed friends because I don't have no animosity. It didn't work for us. It didn't work for us. Yeah. But I call my friends and my baby daddy don't answer phone half the time, but I still call and check on them. Yeah. So you do that. And I think what that does is that brings awareness around the world so that give your flowers now while they can appreciate them. Mm-hmm. Meaning, call them and tell them you care about them. Call them and tell them you were thinking about them. Sometimes you might need to stop and take a visit. That's my baby, Tammy. Tammy, you better get on that bus today so I can go pick you up so we can kick it this weekend. That has been my friend for over 15 years. Over 15. Our children went to school together. And my oldest is 34. I'm saying our children because he was in middle school, high school. Yeah. Our children were friends. So we've been friends for a very long time. And I don't talk to her every day. But yesterday I called. I was thinking about you today. I'm calling to tell you I was thinking about you. My baby Shelly Boo, I'm going to talk to her. I don't talk to her every day, but if I take too long to call, she's going to call and talk about me. Yeah. Vivian, that's my other sister. If I don't talk to Vivian, I got to pick up the phone every now and then and let her know I love her.
Yeah.
Take me a trip to Chicago and go see her for a minute, make sure she's good. Because if something happens, I'm going to feel horrible.
Right.
Absolutely horrible. My Uncle Roger, I got to be more diligent with him. My Uncle Roger has health issues. So I want, this is my mother's uncle, my mother's father's brother. So I want my uncle to know that I love him. My Uncle Will, I call my Uncle Will. I don't call as often as I need to, but my Uncle Will came for me when I was moving into my house. I couldn't get family and friends to give me $5 so that I could move in my house and not be homeless. But I had families that came through for me. And even those who couldn't help me, I still call and check on them, see how they're doing. You know?
On that note, let me ask you a question. I have this thing, I guess, I can't describe what I'm trying to say, but inside me, I have this thing going on where if I'm down, like my mom, I'm talking about my mom. My mom's going through an issue already with dealing with the death of my father last year.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, in 2022.
Yeah.
2023 went by so fast.
It did.
It did.
But she's dealing with that. So I'm the clown of the family. I'm a jokester. I'm the one who makes everybody laugh.
Yeah.
When I'm down, I can't give that to her. So I stay away. And she gets on me. Boy, I need you right now. Where you at? And I'm like,
but you still got a call.
I'm like, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me regroup. I'm going through some things, and I don't want to bring that around you. That ain't gonna do nothing but bring you down.
Right.
What is your thoughts on that?
I think with I think our brain tells us to shut down when we're going through something. You know, but our mothers is the only thing we got. We only get one. And I wish I could talk to my mama today, and I can't. But no matter what I was going through when it came to my mom, I had to put on a different face. The face that had me down and had me feeling miserable, I had to put it in my pocket and be there for my mother, especially when she was sick. I couldn't let my mother know what pain I was in. I couldn't let my mother know I was going through anything because I didn't want that to trickle down on her.
I'm a little,
I'm
a little different, dog. Because I'm, you know, Malcolm, you know, I think you know too. Like we pretty much our fathers went at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, in 2022, and by me seeing how our family came together when all of this was going on, that strengthened, you know, I think that strengthened, you know, my family, and it strengthened me too. But because of the foundation that I had and the things that my father taught me, that prepared me for that day, you know, prepared me a little bit better for that. It's like I said, I look at it different. Like, you know how you just said, you wish you could talk to your mother. Like, I don't say that I wish. Sometimes I'd be like, you know, it'd be cool to go sit on the porch and have a beer with him and everything. But like, I don't know how y'all believe it, but like, I talk to my father all the time. Like, because
I do too.
Here. It's
I do too.
And I know that, and I know that, like, when it's certain things that get hard for me, like outside, you know, when I'm at work or something about to annoy me, the minute I get ready to get off track, or the minute I might go, you know, dip down into a low vibration, it's like something that my father taught me, the things that my father taught me, it rises up. It's almost like he was right in my ear telling me that.
Yeah.
So it's like I never really had the feeling of like my father was like totally gone. Like physically, yeah, we know that, but spiritually, it's like every time I need him. That's what gives me solace.
That's that ground he put in you, that grounding.
That's it. And so every time I think about that, it's like I deal with that a whole lot better. You know, when I hear people talk about like, yeah, it's never the same. No, you're right. It's never the same.
Never gonna be.
It goes into, but the same doesn't always mean bad.
Right.
Like, you know, with the whole, and I'm gonna use a material thing, like with 9/11.
Yeah.
Like the Twin Towers will never be the same.
Yeah. You can never build another one and they'd be the same.
They'll never be the same, but just because it's not the same doesn't mean when you rebuild it, it won't be better. Yeah. So you take like the memories of what this has happened here, but we're still standing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's just how I did it. That's how I was able to do, you know, to be able to do or to navigate through that. So that's why I say with you too, it's important. The reason why family is important is because that helps. It helps everybody get to where they need to be.
Right.
So, you should definitely put family first. And like when I talk about, like when you talk about with a job or whatever, that like I think that your family should come before your job, because at the end of the day, something could happen. They only gonna give you 3 days to take care of this, and then they expect for you to be back. Or if something was to happen to you, they got your replacement. They can replace you at your job, but you can't replace the loved ones. If that make any sense, you know what I'm saying?
We got dogs to the problem on here. I'm just saluting.
Oh, okay. What's up, man? Yeah. So like you can't, they can't bring that person back. They can't, and it's like when my pops passed, and I called my job and told my job, hey yo, this happened. This. They were like, okay, well you get 3 days bereavement.
I'm gonna take as many days as I need.
Like you gonna tell me you gonna give me 3 days bereavement? Like you know how long it take.
Right,
you know how long it take to plan a funeral.
Right.
You know how long it take to. And this is like my dad. Like this ain't no cousin.
Yeah.
This ain't no friend.
Right.
Like in 3
This
days.
something. This is the reason why I'm here.
In 3 days, you need to be over.
In 3 days, you need to be here and back at work. So I'm not you. How you know what I'm saying? Like how you take how somebody alcoholic and they had years of an addiction.
You got 3 days.
You got 3 days to get over an addiction. This is somebody that brought me into the world. So I'm like, and then when you look at the way the system is set up, you're like, oh, how mean you gonna tell me that I'm gonna, like, you better give, but they'll tell you that. But then, of course, if you have, like you said earlier, if you have like somebody at your job that can be a little bit more lenient, tell you that this is what it is, then it works out. But at face value, it's a slap in the face, dog. Like,
I'd probably not have a job.
You mean to tell me I need to be back? I need to be back at work for this, and I'm telling you, this happened today.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna do that to me.
So I'm gonna come back.
It's one of them. Take as much time as you need.
Yeah, like man. Look, you take as much time as you need. Like your supervisor, somebody might tell you that, but HR or whoever it is, they
don't care. Well, it's all about money.
So it's like, and then you sit up there and you're like somebody, one of your coworkers, because sometimes at your job, your coworkers wind up being family too. Yeah. So somebody that you've been on the job with 17 plus years that and then they gone, you don't see them. That's a hurtful thing to be like, they died, they passed away. A week later, maybe not even a week later, somebody else is replacing them. Yeah. Because you just know
life goes on.
So I think
that's life goes on. Nothing is gonna stop.
Yeah, nothing stops.
And believe this. This is something that was said too. People with money and things like that. If you die today, somebody gonna spend that money. Somebody gonna spend it. Yeah. So at the end of the day, the way I feel about it is, I do what I want to do every day. Yeah. Like you supposed. Whatever I can afford to do for me, I'm gonna do it. I don't hold on to nothing anymore. Because if I die today, I want to be able to say, that's why I love going on these cruises now. Every cruise I can get on, I'm going. Oh. And I play it by faith because I can't afford it, but I play it by faith. And if God wants me on that ship, he's going to make sure I get that money to get on that ship. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, family first for me, and family first in the sense that it's sensible. And maybe even organized, but you have to have a standard, and you have to have a ground point, or you have to have a point in your life where your family is more important than some of this other stuff that's going on. Yeah, like you can't. Yeah, you got to kind of take yourself out the rat race, dog, and think about and gravitate more to what really matters. And you have to know when to define family. Family doesn't mean blood all the time. I was just going to say that. It doesn't always mean blood, because I got some family that ain't my blood. That people at the job. Hey, John, I got family that's not my blood that have been my friends since I was a little girl, and I will go to bat for them. I'll ride or die for them. Yeah. Shelly, I love you. Vivian, Tammy, y'all know I love y'all, and those are the ones that have been with me since day one. And has not ventured off. These are people that I became friends with, and no matter what goes in our life, we gonna call each other. We gonna make sure we good, and it may not be every day. Yeah. And it may not be every day. I'm getting better at it. I want it to be more often. Even if it's not every day, I want it to be more often.
Oh, I see. I need
to let my babies know, my friends know that I love you. I love y'all like wholeheartedly, you know. And that's like with my kids. My kids, I tell my kids, I said, out of sight, out of mind. I said, it's a shame that I got to call you to see how you doing, and I ain't talked to you in a month. A month? I'd never let a month. My mama would beat me upside my head. I would never let a month go by and not tell my mama I love her.
I'm coming up on a month. It's been about 3 weeks.
You need to be whooped.
It's the 3rd week right here.
Do I have a belt on? You better be glad I ain't got no belt on.
Well, I like I said, I can't hold my emotions around mama.
Yeah,
I can be
you
tough.
Ain't supposed to hold your emotions. Period.
I can be tough in the streets. I can be tough up here. You know, put the face on, the mask on. But when I get around her, I'm on.
She gonna know though.
Yeah. I just don't want to. I don't want to bring her down. She's already dealing with it, and I know it's a double-edged sword.
Absolutely, John.
It's a double-edged sword. I'm hurting her not being there, and I'm hurting her being there. So
yeah.
I'm just trying to straddle the fence as best I can.
So with that being said, y'all, we are at another end
of another great show.
Another great show. So we thank y'all for tuning in with us with Morning Table Talk with Lyric and Chosen. We'll be back with y'all again Monday. And y'all be sure to tune in, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for your calls. You know, it's all
pass
love.
the word.
Pass the word, share, all that good stuff.
Share, tag. The live that I have on here, please share it, tag it. Let everybody know we're going to do this every Monday, every Thursday, 9 to 11. Yep. And eventually we're going to be going Monday through Fridays. So.
Yep. So y'all have a good one. Take care.
Love y'all.
Peace.
All right, y'all.
Yeah,
thank y'all.
You are blessed. If you still have your mother, you are absolutely blessed.
Thank y'all for joining us again for another edition of the Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Everybody, the discussion was deep. We discussed a lot of different things. I will put the topics up on the screen in just a second. If you are watching the replay, please feel free to comment on the subjects that were talked about today. We talked about putting family first. When do you do that? When do you put family first? We talked about sex trafficking. If you've had experiences with that, please feel free to comment on the replay. Please go back and watch the replay. We talked about, we didn't get to old KATT today. We didn't get to him. We were going to do a rehash on him today and just talk about some of the things that were going on with him. And
we'll get back with him. He ain't going nowhere.
And that brings us to a conclusion. Thank you all for all the likes, all the shares, all the comments. Please follow our hosts, Lyric on the right here, and Chosen on the left. Both are singers, but one does it. She's more of a karaoke lady.
Not really a karaoke lady. It's just that I've been having so many other things on my plate. Okay. But it's coming. I'm gonna do something with Chosen.
Something with Chosen. She's Lyric Nunu on Instagram. She's also Lyric Nunu on Facebook and other.
And then I have platforms. Lyric SCA 2020.
Okay.
So you can look me on that platform. So anything LEERYK, I'm on it.
That is Lyric, and Chosen is on the left. We're gonna go out this afternoon with, this morning. It feels like afternoon. We're gonna go out with one of his songs called In Like With You. I'm gonna do my best to play his video. But thank you again. Please continue commenting and get ready for next Monday morning and next Thursday morning to the Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio.
We've had 705 views from TikTok.
From TikTok?
Yeah. 705 views.
TikTok.
I have over 5,000. Awesome. My friend said, not the hand claps.
Who said that?
My friend Shelly. Not the hand claps.
All the time. I do my best to show love every chance I get.
I love y'all.
We're gonna. I can't
tune
get
in
the video
Monday.
to act correctly, so we're just gonna jam the music.
It's all good.
We're going out.
I want y'all to hear this. I'm gonna leave y'all on.
We're going out this morning with Chosen and In Like With You. As we play the song going out, make sure you put like a bunch of love and like. Hit that love and like button about 1,000,000 times for Chosen and let him know you like his song. See y'all next week, Monday and Thursday. Bye-bye.
Head out to the place. To the place. Right now. Y'all be careful.
The presence in this room, the aroma of a sweet perfume. No rules, no disguise. When her eyes met with mine, I knew exactly what I had to do.
Thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, baby. Thank you for the love and the hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you. Zakaya, I love you. I'm working tonight.
Think I'm in line with you. Do you know a place where we can be alone together? Somewhere that you and me can get to know each other better. Isn't a thing on mine? Now she wears my name with pride. The key to my lock, the shelf to my variety indeed. She's all that I ever need. She told me long ago, long as we continue to grow, I'll be your morning sun. That day I'll never regret. I'm sure some minute that you say, oh, señorita, eres muy bonita. Think I'm in line with you. Do you know a place where we can be alone together? Somewhere that you and me, yeah, can better. The only love I'll ever need. My wife, my queen, my everything. Te amo y te adoro, mi amor. All that I've been searching for. Señorita, señorita.
I don't know the rights to any of this music.
Somewhere in you and me, you know each other better.
All right, y'all. We're gone for good this time. As you watch Lyric do a little dance, whatever that was. I'm just joking, y'all. But that was Chosen and In Like With You. I put his tag name up on the screen along with his image. Y'all go and give him a follow. Type it in just like it is, and give Chosen a follow on Instagram.
1,000.
Awesome. We got 1,000 views on TikTok this morning, y'all.
1,000 views on TikTok, baby.
Welcome. Those of you who are watching the recap, add to our views next week, Monday.
Yes.
Monday and Thursday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 on the Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. We're out for the day. If you would like to sponsor the show, all you got to do is text Lyric at what number?
918-269-9695.
One more time.
918-269-9695.
If they would like to interview,
please, you can hit me up on my number, 918-269-9695. Or you can on Facebook, Lyric, LEERYK space SG. Hit me up in Messenger. If you got any music out there, send the music. Tell them where they can send it to with Real Talk 100.
They can email music. I'll put that on the screen too. You can email music to Real Talk 100 Radio with 3 O's.
Yeah, I have J May, who is a medium, and she does tarot card readings. And I don't really get into that, but she's really accurate. And I'm gonna say that with the chance of making somebody mad, but we're gonna have her on the show soon.
Yeah, we had her on here before.
Mm-hmm.
That is 918-269-9695.
9695.
I had it. I'm slow. 918
269
269
9695.
9695. That's 918-269-9695. If you would like to sponsor the show, if you would like to be a guest on the show, if you would like to send your music, you send it to me at Real Talk 100 Radio with 3 O's on it. That's Real Talk 100 Radio with 3 O's on radio at gmail.com. That's all we got for this morning, y'all. We'll see y'all next Monday and Wednesday morning.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you so much.